Good evening. Is the frequency in use? Pretty sure I've been hanging out here for a little. Oh, wrong frequency. Is the frequency in use? Been hanging out for a while, so I'm pretty sure it's not. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Wiki. Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. No, I haven't been drinking. Net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Didn't think so, because if you would have jumped right on me from the beginning. If you do have an emergency of some type that requires assistance, we'll be glad to help you out, but you need to call 911 first. And of course, you can do that anytime if you have an emergency. Even seriously now, if you needed one in the middle of the net, you couldn't get to a phone and you needed something, just tell us where you are, you call, we'll figure out how to help you out. Where was I now? Okay. For information on this net, you can see us right now on YouTube. Just in the YouTube search block, you can look under my call, Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. And for those who are phonetically declined, it's K4PEW. Or you can go to our website, 146415.net, no decimal in there, 146415.net. And or you can go to our groups.io site, groups.India Oscar, and look up MJSS for Mount Juliet Simplex Society, and you'll find us there. You can sign up for the email, or you can just read the rules of our no rule, no dues club. And if you're on the list, you're a member of the club. And since there's no dues and no meetings, well, no mandatory meetings, you can show up at the breakfast, and that's what we're having. We had a breakfast this morning. 5 of us showed up in that 17 or 19 degree weather, which was what it was inside this morning. We decided to go into the restaurant. There's somebody making a racket in there. I think somebody transmitted the digital mode there. Anyway, we'll ignore that. As we're ought to do for the last 6+ years, we do this twice a week on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. on 146.415, and then on other areas depending upon which night it is. And we conduct the net, of course, on 146.415. The purpose of net is to have fun, really, just to have fun, get on the air. So if you're in ham radio and you're not getting on the air, you're not really in ham radio. So in amateur radio, in simplex mode, gives everybody, even brand new people with only a handheld, an opportunity to get on the air and talk in something where it's unassisted. So in other words, not on a repeater. And it's a great way to learn about how to improve your station. You improve it by experience and realizing if you can't hear everybody or they can't hear you, you're in trouble. We invite everybody using that for announcements. And I'll start with my announcements if anybody has any others. By the way, the Santa net that went on Christmas Eve went very well. There was something like 79 views on YouTube. Also, Tony had a bunch on Zoom, and I have no idea how many were on the frequency itself, but I think it was a well-attended, well-listened to thing to do, and I'm glad we were able to sponsor. On other announcements, tonight the announcements are, lost my notes here. Tonight, of course, we're doing the 2-meter net on 146.415, followed by the buy, sell, swap, and swindle net. That's going to immediately follow that. And then we'll move right over to the 2-meter upper sideband on 144.240. And then we'll try to move quickly over to 6 meters on 50.135, 50.135 upper sideband. And that will conclude the net. And again, when we do start when we start the net, we're going to want to do your call, your name, and your location. We'll probably want to breeze through pretty quick. I know it's a holiday weekend, and I'm not sure everybody wants to hang out here for an hour and a half. We were in there for an hour and a half, not too long. But, I forget which net number this is. I switched notebooks here, and I forgot to write it down. You know what it is, Michael?
I'm sorry, Paul.
Never mind. 652. That's the number I have.
That's right.
652, starting from the south, I believe it is. 652, starting from the south.
Echo 4. Sierra Yankee Victor.
All right, very good. I guess we'll just go ahead and start. There's not any, before we do that, Larry, do we have any other corrections to the announcements or anything else? Or updates on announcements? All righty, well, we'll take Larry. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Everything going well for you, Larry?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good, Paul. I'm on HT tonight.
I was going to say you're low because you were. I just heard you from on the Yaesu digital mode there, and you were just knocking my radio off the shelf here.
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of a problem, but we're trying to work it out.
All right, very good. Good to have you in there, Larry. That's Larry in Rockville. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. He was a killer signal both normally on 2 meters, but it's on HT tonight. So if you're trying to adjust your radio to listen to what Larry has a normally big signal, it's not a big signal tonight. 5 watts on an HT, and I was able to copy him. Michael, you able to copy him up in Belshire?
I did, every word.
All right. I just heard every other word. I thought that was sufficient. All right. Who else is south? Please come now.
Carl.
Okay. Was that Carl? Because it was like a triple or quadruple in there. Was that Carl N8 NUT?
No, it was NI4D.
Oh, okay. NI4D. And Carl NI4D?
Same him exactly, Paul.
Okay, very good. Except I get confused because his is spelled with a K, and I think yours is spelled with a C.
Well, that's what my mama always told me anyway.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you got a great signal in there, Carl. You overcame the others anyway, so you did a good job.
Well, that's the same old setup upstairs here. So, well, I'm only running 35 watts tonight. That's kind of sad. I don't know, I can kick that up a little bit. Off the GP1, the upstairs shack. My wife is in the back bedroom. She's trying to prepare for a birthday between now and New Year's. So I'm getting out of her hair and going up here to the upstairs place where I'm banished to whenever she's got something to do in the back of the house.
Very good. Carl, I forget where you're located.
We're right south of Brentwood in the shadow of the air castle to the south. The Wallnox Tower off exit 65 on 65. WSM, self-proclaimed music air castle of the world, I guess.
Well, to a lot of people, it is the center of the cultural universe for country music.
Yeah, unless somebody leaves an RV on the street and blows it up, 2 blocks before you start everything.
Don't even get me started on who would crazy enough to do that. Boy, oh boy. Anyway, it's Carl. I'll just leave it to Brentwood, near the WSM Tower. November India 4 Delta. Good signal, Carl, by the way. Your S7 at 35 watts to me. Who else is south?
Before we get, it does what little bit it does, and that's the nice thing of this. I get some sort of reflection on 2 meters off of the back of that thing with the verticals.
Yeah, Barry. Now you're doing a good job, real good job. I did hear Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-Ray Eddie in Gladeville, and I talked to you earlier today, so I'm sure things are still going well.
Oh yeah, hope everybody's doing okay on this cold night, and hope everybody had a big Christmas. And thanks for doing that, Paul. W4EBX.
Yeah, very good, Eddie. Eddie's over in Gladeville. Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-Ray. Who else was south?
KR4AZ.
All right, got Tim in there. You got covered up earlier, I bet you.
Yeah, I have to stroke up the fire a little bit. I ain't got nothing to stroke up, also turn up or whatever. So very good, Paul. You doing all right?
I'm doing great. You're doing about 35 over here tonight, so you should have been able to cover up everybody.
Yeah, that must be. Sometimes you say it's worn out, so I don't know. It must be old antenna. I got to get that other one up there sometime or another. When it gets a little colder, I might try to put that one up. Anyway, Paul, I'll let you get back at it. I know you got them lining up, so take care, my friend. 73, KR4AZ clear.
I think you're afraid to put up that big antenna for fear you'll be taking over net control.
No, could never do that, Mr. Paul.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just a guy with a microphone and a good elevation and a good antenna. That was Tim in Murfreesboro. Kilo Romeo 4 Alpha Zulu. Who else is south?
KR4, KR2.
All right, we have Tony in there, KF Kilo Foxtrot 4 Kilo Foxtrot Quebec, and I still think you. How did that Santa net totals as far as how you perceived it compared to others?
Oh, it was much better. I mean, I've had years where I had no one check in. So, but as I said many times before, if I have one child check in, the net is a success.
Well, Mike K. Michael checked in the KM4K YRF. I don't know if he's not qualified as a child though.
Anyway, but let me give my sincerest thanks to all the people that behind the scenes at work to make that the success it was. I mean, I always say that, you know, I take all the help I can get, but I don't try to ask for it because Christmas Eve is sacred. And I do it on Christmas Eve because I love to do it, but I don't want to put anybody else out on Christmas Eve. So all the help I got, I'm so truly thankful. So, you know, we'll see what happens again next year. Should we start advertising for next year's Santa Net?
You know, well, people could get tired of hearing it, but it can't hurt too much.
Okay, well, anyway, I've been hoarse all day, so yeah, Bruce kind of got me after a while.
I got you. Very good. Anyway, that's Tony, who produces the Santa Net every year for 19. Next year will be the 20th year, so we need to make that a big success. And that's Kilo Foxtrot 4 Kilo Foxtrot Quebec, and he's in Smyrna. Who else is where was it? South.
D9RXK.
I think that's John in the Juliet on his handle. Is that you, John?
That's right, Paul. Good evening to the net. Wanted to say hi to everybody. We're heading back tomorrow. Always nice to talk to you fellows.
Ah, very good. I hope you had a good time with your daughter while you were here.
Yeah, we got all sorts of things done around the house.
It's a long way to go for maintenance and repairs, isn't it?
That's what dads do.
Oh, yeah. By the way, John is from Iowa visiting his daughter and her family here in Mount Juliet. And he had been excited initially when he came here and realized that there was a nice simplex frequency where people could talk to one another and he could use his HT with great success. Good to have you in there, John. It is Kilo Bravo 9, right?
Oh, Whiskey Bravo 9.
Well, I got one of them wrong. One out of 6 ain't too bad. Anyway, that's the Whiskey Bravo 9, Romeo X-Ray Kilo. Yeah, I didn't hear the first part of your call when you just checked in. And I quite honestly didn't have it memorized to that. I remember the RXK. Anyway, that's John, originally from, not originally from, he's going back to Iowa tomorrow, and he's in Mount Juliet this week with his daughter. Glad to have you in there, John. And anytime you're in town, you're welcome back. And I hope you can generate some simplex traffic up there in, I think it's Brooklyn, Iowa, isn't it?
That's correct, and we're working at it.
Ah, very good. Again, John in Mount Juliet, Whiskey Bravo 9, Romeo X-Ray Kilo. Who else is south?
Comment. Hey, Charlie.
All right, I got you in there, Rusty, but hold on one second. Michael, you had a comment?
Yeah, I could hear John on his HT here in northeast Nashville.
Oh, man, quit bragging.
I'm just saying. He must be a good HT.
Oh, yeah, it's got the, yeah, it's the Bullfang that it comes with big watts, not the little watts. You pay an extra $5 for that. No, right. I don't know if everybody heard that, but he was hearing Rusty up there in Belshire, which is quite a stretch for an HT. Anyway, I heard Rusty in there, November 8 PPY. Sounds better when I say November 8 Papa. Again.
Well, you just say it any way you like. You are the boss.
Well, saying PP just doesn't sound right.
Yeah, or you could just call me Nappy.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. Yeah, you had a decent signal to me on the Yaesu Fusion, so you're doing pretty good. I'm not sure why he wasn't copying you initially over there to Brentwood. I mean, to Franklin.
I know. I thought we had talked. Well, it may have been on that Franklin repeater, though. The ugly word.
Well, you see, that's what happens when you start to confuse it. In fact, I don't know if you do that very routinely when you get on a repeater, like in the Bible Net in the morning. Do you ever go to the reverse and see who you can hear?
No, I usually don't do that. Sometimes I'll do it if I know somebody's around here local. I'll hit the reverse on the one in the truck, the 400. But I never have really. I'd have to turn too many dials, flip too many switches on those ones.
On which radio?
Not what I.
No, all you have to do is go to menu and then just buzz over it, and it says REV on it on the main menu.
Yeah. I think I have done that before a time or two, but I got to find the menu button first.
That's right. I forgot you're an attorney. You deal with details and paper, not on the radio.
That's right, and I read the instructions.
That's right. Anyway, that's Rusty. He's in Murfreesboro. November 8, Papa Yankee. Good to have you in there, Rusty. Who else? Good signal, by the way. Both on Reissue Fusion and here. Who else is south?
November 4, Lima, Whiskey, Victor, 4 Delta, Ken, Smyrna.
Hold on, Ken. I think I heard November 4, Lima, Charlie. Was that you?
Roger, N4 LLC.
Yeah, very good. You haven't been in here a while. It is, man, memory's going bad. What's the first name again?
My name is Logan. How much sound is it?
Oh, you sound great. What are you using tonight?
Handheld with a new antenna.
Aha, is it that big longer antenna for handhelds?
That's an Echo at 701. I'm hearing things I can't hear. Like generally, I have to turn my squelch down to hear you. But you're coming in full quieting, and Michael KN4YRF in Nashville, he's coming in almost full quieting as well.
Yeah, well, you have a good strong S3 signal with a decent audio here into my antenna here in my children.
Well, good deal, and hopefully this coming spring, my tower will go up. We kind of slowly put it off. It's too cold now.
Yeah, Logan, you're over in Lebanon, right?
Roger that. We're here in Lebanon, 10-4 LLC.
Yeah, very good. Logan, Lebanon, I don't know what, Central, that's what it is, LLC. Logan, Lebanon, Central.
Roger that. Or a limited liability company works too.
Yeah, exactly. That's the first thing I thought of when I heard your call. Well, very good. That's Logan in Lebanon, November 4, Lima, Charlie on the handheld, doing real well. I'm sure Mike will tell me now you heard him.
I could hear him, but I couldn't make out every single word.
All right. Well, just need to double the height of that antenna, man.
You're right about that.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. All right. I did hear, what did I hear? Oh, yeah, Ken, Whiskey Victor 4 Delta. You holding up the inner end of the fort down there?
Yes, sir. Everything good tonight. Thank you, Paul, for doing the nets. I enjoyed it.
Hey, by the way, down in your neck of the woods, there's that thing down there. Is it the Davy Crockett something? Davy Crockett something site? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I had to look it up.
Well, my wife asked the question, but his real name is David. I go, yeah, but everybody knows him as Davy.
That is correct. His real name was David Aaron Crockett. I believe that's correct. I had to look it up, but they just called him Davy.
Well, that's his, Davy with the coonskin cap.
Yep.
Yeah, but anyway, he was one of my heroes when I was a kid. Little did I know I'd be living in somewhat the vicinity where he lived.
In West Tennessee, you can go to David Crockett's younger years cabin and different things. But yeah, he's well known around these areas.
Oh yeah, well, obviously he was a good man. Anyway, that's Ken in Smyrna. Whiskey Victor 4 Delta. Anybody else south? Anybody else going south?
K496.
Hey, Robin, you were sending out some serious links today.
Oh yeah, my surplus list.
No, the other one where you had all the links to kit building, etc.
Yeah, that's my surplus list.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, very good. How are you copying people down there on your newest tower assemblies there?
Everybody sounds great so far.
Ah, very good. Yeah, you're gonna have to get some of that Fusion or DMR or D-Star. We just did that net at 745 on at least one of the modes I have, that Fusion.
Maybe when I retire and have money to play with. Right now, I'm still socking away for that day.
Oh man, that's why they make credit cards.
Tell you what, I got a pen in hand. Give me your credit card number and info, and I'll jot it down.
Okay, fine. Well, how about I just send you cash?
It might be safer. At least it'll run out.
Yeah, no, actually, Wes told me today that because of the ATT and the ATT system being off center or down in some areas, a lot of retailers are having to accept cash. I said, tell me again, what is cash?
Yeah, really.
All right, very good. That's Robin here in Hermitage, south of me, about 5 miles. Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie. Who else is south? All right, down to the west. I mean, down to the west. Over to the east, please come down.
KI4SIB, KI4SOR.
All right. Good to see you at breakfast this morning.
Good to be there. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I did. And I just look for a bigger crowd next time, I hope. And y'all carry on. Take care. KI4SIB, 73.
Well, it was it was cold out, about 20 degrees. B, it was a holiday weekend. So I'm not too shocked that, the crowd was only 5 people.
Well, that's true. From that angle, I guess that's a proper way of looking at it. But anyway, January's coming, and second Saturday will come, and we'll cohabitate again, I hope.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure we'll have a good time. We have a good time anyway. It doesn't matter whether 2 or 4 or 5 or 20 show. Anyway, that's Richard, Kilo India 4 Sierra India Bravo. And his wife was also checking in, Stephanie, Kilo India 4 Sierra Oscar Romeo. Both obviously both live in the same place, just west of downtown Lebanon. Who else is south or east?
Liberty Uniform, Stephen, and Metro Martha.
Give me your call again, Stephen. I accidentally keyed up over you.
Kilo Oscar 4, Charlie Victor Uniform.
Very good. Big Martha. I still get a kick out of that name, but Tom finally told me what it was. It was started by a woman who had along the railroad track who was selling stuff to the railroad workers. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I'm a little far off the tracks for that. I'll turn it back over to that control now. Thank you.
All right, very good. That's Stephen and Martha, Kilo Oscar for Charlie Victor Uniform. I'm having trouble with words today. Who else is south? East, excuse me, east. Anybody else east of Mount Juliet?
Whiskey 4, Mike Uniform, Foxtrot.
All right, that one I heard. Whiskey 4, Mike Uniform, Foxtrot, and that's Jimmy here in Mount Juliet. Yeah, I got that information on that. That's one expensive little jewel you bought a few years ago for a weather station.
Yeah, it was the best personal weather station you could get at the time, or at least the one I could afford. So, yeah, it was a pretty good one, but it lasted a long time.
Yeah, I phased it by the good one. Boy, that had a lot of data on it. Holy crap.
Yeah, the software is responsible for that. It formats it in all sorts of different graphs and so forth.
And here I thought I was just happy with humidity and temperature. and I don't have anything other than that. So I've always wanted to get a weather station.
Yeah, well, this is your chance, but there are cheaper ones available, but they don't have rainfall collection.
Yeah. For some reason, I think that's more important to people who have gardens or farms.
Yeah, a farmer could definitely use a weather station like that, that's for sure.
Yeah, very good. Or I could just go put out a container, a graduated container, and measure it myself.
Well, there you go.
I remember we did that in the Boy Scouts. He said you don't have to have some super sophisticated method to measure. You just have to go out and empty it.
Yeah, maybe a sling psychrometer for the dew point and a good temperature readout. Gives you most everything you need.
Well, I've got a sling psychrometer, and I don't know if you ever saw one of those for humidity measurements. They have I don't remember how much they cost. I know I could get them, but I don't think I ever bought one. And it was the one that has it's a chilled mirror dew point calculator, so you can get relative humidity off of that.
Oh man, now you're getting fancy.
Yeah, and expensive.
Yeah, expensive, that's for sure.
Very good. That was Jimmy. Here's Mount Juliet, Whiskey 4, Mike Uniform, Foxtrot. if you didn't go to his weather station, you put that out to the whole web, right? I mean, to the whole group, didn't you?
Yeah, that's everybody.
Yeah, if you're not on the, you just go to it, you'll see it on the, that he posted about the weather station. That was Whiskey for Mike Uniform Foxtrot, and he's got quite a weather station. He used to work for the weather service. By looks of this software output, it looks like he still works for the weather service. Who else is east? Please come in. All right, I only caught one of those, and the one I caught was Johnny. How you doing, Johnny?
Are we doing okay?
Very good. Everything going well for you, though.
Yeah, I just got my Motorola hooked up tonight.
Okay, no, it sounds good. You got how much watts you run?
I have no idea.
But it doesn't matter. You got a good signal.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you're doing about 50 over here, so you're doing great. Of course, you're not that far from me, but you're doing great. Anyway, it's Johnny Kilo Oscar for Delta Tango Zulu. He is in Inglewood, which is just on the other side of the river from Opryland. Who else is east?
Okay,
All right, very good, Stan. How are you doing? Well?
Doing good, Bob.
Couldn't be better. It was a beautiful afternoon, sunny and not too cold out, and very pleasant outside today.
Yeah, it warmed up pretty good, but pretty cool this morning.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's pretty cool when I have to defrost the car before my wife leaves for work.
Roger that.
Very good. That's Stan in Lebanon, just a little bit north of downtown Lebanon. Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo. Anybody else east?
4JA Lee, Allen.
All right, we got Alan in Lebanon. Everything going well for you tonight?
Well, I got excited. The alarm lights went off on the router and the fiber box a little while ago, but still no internet. They're making progress, it looks like.
I tell you what, I can't imagine how much difficulty they must have down there at that AT&T center to not have it back up quickly, because those guys really got more money than well, they got more money than the county does, but they got as much money as the state does to run that darn place.
Yeah, I'm friends with a guy who used to work in that building, so it's pretty incredible.
Well, and it's a big investment, because you figure that is one big building, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty much filled with stuff.
Great big computer.
Oh man, I can't imagine. I have seen data centers before, for the large ones, but I've never been in one of those switching centers, and I just presume it's just packed full of stuff.
Yeah, he said the energy that it consumes is incredible.
Yeah, it consumes it in two ways: the power of the computers and all of the peripheral equipment, plus all of the energy it takes to keep it cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. I'm familiar with the process. I used to work on the HVAC side of that business. I read somewhere recently, they said, I don't remember the numbers exactly, but it said right now, I think the data centers and those kinds of things, the Yahoo, Google, servers around the country, around the world. No, in this country, they consume something like 15 or 18% of power in the United States.
Not surprised.
It was something like that. I have to look that up. I got to find that data. Anyway, there's Alan, Lebanon, November 4, Juliet, Alpha, Victor. Who else is east?
KE4TWI.
Hey, very good. How you doing, Wes? Good to see you this morning. You made your way over to the nice cold weather to a nice quiet group.
Yeah, I had a good productive day. Hang on, we got one more. Hang on.
Hi, Paul. KJ4JEG, and that's Kilo Juliet 4 Juliet Echo Golf.
I got it. Hope you're doing well.
Doing very good. I'm glad you entertained Wes for a little while. It gave me a chance to have the house to myself. I love it.
Yeah. Next time you're going to pay for that service.
Yeah, getting him to leave the house takes really a good act. So you should feel privileged that he left the house for you.
Well, all you have to do is tell him, look, you got to help me clean up.
Yeah, then he says, okay, I'm going to start cleaning up in the garage, and then I never see him again.
Well, that might be solve the problem right there. Anyway, that's Loredana and Wes in near Watertown. That's Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India, and that's Wes and Kilo Juliet 4. That is Juliet 4 Juliet Echo Golf, right?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, for some reason it looked funny to me. Probably because I get it wrong the other times. Anyway, they're both in near Watertown. Who else is east? Anybody else east, south, or west?
We'll go before Charlie gets direct over Gray and anything else.
NADNUT.
Very good. I got Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo in Antioch. Very good. I see you're doing good tonight there. I'll get the name straight in a second. I wrote down Antioch and your name escaped me. What was that name again? I forgot already.
It's Greg. No problem at all. I haven't been able to catch in lately because I've been working a lot. I can't believe they're topping me. I'm on a little 5-watt HT upstairs in the house.
Oh, wow. Well, no, your signal's good to me. Probably not to everybody, but no, 5 watts. I routinely can work 5 watts. Antioch, and sometimes I've heard it out of Murfreesboro. And, it's really amazing if you have a good elevation how well it works. It really is. And you're doing fine in here, Greg.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I just expected on this HT. It's the new one I've never tried out before, so I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, very good. That's Greg in Antioch. That's Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. And by the way, there was another. It throws me a curve here. No, that's Charlie Victor uniform, Steven. He's just not too different from you, but he's Kilo Oscar for is a little later number than yours. Anyway, that was Greg in Antioch. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. And Rusty, how are you doing? Your signal was good here too.
Thank you, Miss Carl.
No, I was talking to Rusty. You had a good signal in here.
Yeah. I know NUT was trying to check in.
Oh, I don't know why I was. Did you try to check in just a minute ago?
No, we talked. You checked me in.
Okay. I don't know how I got that so messed up in my brain. Carl, you're there. Got that switched around there. I got the ham dyslexia.
NADNUT. I couldn't hear Greg. I thought, well, I called out west. Nobody's going to check in.
Yeah, no. Yeah, and again, I think that everybody appreciates you doing those DMR and Fusion and D-Star nets. It's a nice addition to the Simplex family of Middle Tennessee.
Oh, well, I enjoy doing it. I appreciate it.
All right, very good. That's Carl, and I want to remind everybody who's on the net that he's doing a next Saturday night at 7:45 before this net. He'll be doing a DMR net, and we'll be sending out a reminder to anybody who's on the mailing list. Anyway, Carl, November 8, November Uniform Tango in Franklin. Who else is east or south? Where did I start here? I started with south, so it's going to be south, east, or north.
KV9RKK.
Hey, Frank. I'm surprised you weren't there this morning. It was too cold?
Wow, man, I couldn't. I got home pretty late, and by the time I woke up, I was like, uh-oh, I did it again.
Yeah, that's all right. You know us, no rules.
No, but that's pretty bad for me. Twice now. I'm like, what the heck's going on?
Well, you got a streak going.
Yeah, well, no, I guess I was pretty tired coming back home late. We were slightly, not really out of town, but I was at my brother-in-law's house, and he lives about an hour and a half away south of here. But by the time I get home, it was after midnight, so I kind of just didn't get up.
Yeah, I got you. Well, very good. It's good to have you in here today. We got a great signal as always. That's Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Kilo. Frank in northwest Mount Juliet. Who else is, let's see, east or north?
Whiskey Echo 4 Echo Danny and Hendersonville. Hey, Ford of a J.
Hey, you got in there, 2 in there. Hold on one second. I had Steve in Bowling Green, near Bowling Green, and Danny. Danny, hold on one second. Wes, are you still on the line?
Yeah.
Very good. Danny, do you still have that amplifier for sale?
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
That answers your question, Wes.
Okay, waited too long. Sorry about that.
You know the old rule, you snooze, you lose. Anyway, everything going well for you, Danny?
Yeah, we're holding our own over here, I suppose. Had a pretty good Christmas day yesterday with the family, and internet's out like a lot of other people's, but cells are on Verizon, so we're still connected and everything, and we're doing okay.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a number of suicides with people not able to, young people not able to use their smartphones.
There'll be a few of those because AT&T will also take down T-Mobile, which also takes down the part of Sprint, which also takes down. There's a handful of other no-name carriers, Cricket and stuff like that. So that's going to be a mess. The building downtown's a real mess. The basement's full of water. They're trying to figure out how exactly they power up some of the stuff. It's my understanding anyway. So that's going to be a while. If anybody doesn't know this, apparently, and I can neither confirm nor deny this, but apparently Comcast Xfinity has opened up their access points for free for people that don't have any way to connect. So if you can find a Xfinity hotspot, you can log in, no charge.
Okay. I don't know if everybody heard that, but Danny said that it's apparent that Xfinity has opened up their hotspots to anybody and everybody, not just their subscribers. Yeah, I'm guessing that their generators were in the basement. Was that what one of the problems was, Danny, do you think?
Well, it was several-fold. All of the power distribution in the basement. When the bomb went off, it took out a water main. The basement filled up full of water. And so they ran on the bell cells for a little while, apparently, because things didn't go down right away. But my guess is, as things unfolded down there, they probably got told to pull the power, or NES just pulled it, and they shut everything down. So a pretty good chunk of the building missing. And I can't imagine that there's not a real mess on the other side. So I fully expect it to be a while. I think they're focusing on bringing in cows and trying to get some other stuff provisioned. But that switching office down there is going to be a wreck for a while.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see portable generators sitting out on the street.
Comcast has opened up all the hotspots to everybody.
Oh, Comcast also opened up all their hotspots. Is that what I heard you say?
Roger. This is NI4D. They've opened them all up. AT&T is still flooded, and they're pumping it out, and they're trying to get generators in and everything else. And the internet and cell phone service is still down across the large swath of the southeastern U.S. But they do open their hotspots right now, and if you want to log in, go to Comcast.net, and I think they actually have a banner at the top of the page.
Very good. For those who couldn't, NI4D just said that you could log into Comcast as well. Because I have Comcast here, haven't lost a thing. But they've opened up all their hotspots as well?
Yes, they have. And, I guess for the foreseeable future, this is kind of an unprecedented situation that they want to be corporate citizens.
Oh, I'm not surprised that they did it, quite honestly.
I'm not either. They're, they know that their day's coming as well. Everybody's in.
Well, it's like a lot of things. I know that there's been operations where somebody's business goes on fire and the guy who's their competitor will help them pick up the ball and roll with it.
That's exactly right. Right now, they just want people to be without internet, especially right here, in the holiday season.
Yeah, it is important. All of that stuff is important to people. All their texting, all their phones, and all their cable internet stuff is it's all like critical to social everything these days.
QSL. Well, get out of here and get back to the net, Paul.
Yeah, very good. Again, Xfinity and Comcast have both opened up their hotspots for those of you that didn't know it. So good to hear that. Who else is? I did hear somebody else in there. Was a double. Who was that?
GO4 GFA. Paul, how you doing tonight? We're doing the leak checking.
You're doing the leak checking?
Yes, leak checking.
Leak checking downtown?
No, we're in Hermitage. You gave me my license a while back.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yes. Hit me for her first name again. I'm sorry.
John.
Yeah, very good. But you're doing okay over there?
We have no interweb, no cell phone. I have the radio, and I'm talking to you, and that's pretty much it.
Wow. So maybe more ham operators will get their license. I mean, maybe more people will get their license because this is the last line of defense on communications.
You know, that's why I did it, Paul. I saw it after the tornado, and this was going to happen. I'm like, I need to be prepared.
Isn't that something? I mean, it really does. I mean, you don't think about a major communication center like that going bad, but obviously it happens, you know. And well, everything's vulnerable. I guess I'll say that.
It was a weird week.
Yeah, no, it was a weird week. You're right. But I'm glad. That's John in Hermitage. Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Foxtrot Alpha. Yeah, I forgot he hadn't been on the air in a while, and I went over as the proctor for his technician and general exams, which he passed in one day. Did a fine job of it too, John.
I have a friend standing next to me who is threatening to get his technician's exam, and if he just studies for 4 days, I'm pretty sure we can get him past it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he will. I mean, does have any technical background at all?
He does firewall stuff. He's kind of techy. He should be able to do this, and he's telling me no, but it's still, yeah.
Yeah, he'll do fine. Everybody worries about that stuff. In fact, that tech exam is kind of mostly just knowing if you understand the concepts of, basic ham radio. I mean, it's not like I think it's for some people, the driver's test is more hard than the technician exam.
I would agree with that. You guys have any helping? He's trying to help me. Anyways, he's a nice guy. He's going to be great to have on the radio. We're going to check out. You have a great holidays, Paul.
Yeah, very good, John, and wish your friend good fortune in taking a test. You can do that without a proctor now through the Anchorage Amateur Radio Organization. They'll do it right online. You just got to show your, swing yourself around so they show you don't have any aids to assist you in the room, and you can do it right there online by yourself.
Wow, we've come so far.
Well, I'm glad they did it. It saved me manpower, and you can do it much more quickly and schedule it on your own time. Anyway, John in Hermitage, Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Foxtrot Alpha, and he's got another tech opportunity coming up for a friend of his, and I hope he does well. K4PEW at the Mount Juliet Simplex. Now, who else is where I was? Started with south. We went east, north, east, southeast, or north? Man, I don't know if that was a double or triple or what, but it was a good one. But I did hear Mark in there in that jumble of stuff. Whiskey Bravo 4, November Oscar. How you doing?
Doing well. It's Whiskey Bravo 0, but that's okay.
In that mess, I wrote down 4 because it's so common around here, as you know. Where were you from originally with the 9 call?
Well, it's a 0 call, but I did have a 9 call at first in Indiana. I was WN9GSQ, and you only could keep that for a year. And I got transferred in the meantime, ended up in Iowa where I got the current call.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking at 0 when I said 9. It shows I'm really not on top of things tonight. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. It's just that I was used to that difference in numbers, because when I lived in Florida, everybody and their mother was from somewhere else, especially in the winter. So you just get really used to hearing every call, at least on the east of the Mississippi.
Yep. Well, I kept it. It's just too lazy to change. It wasn't required at the time, so that's what I did. Anyway, have a good evening. WB0NOL.
Yeah, very good. That's Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar up in northwest Wilson County. Good signal. Good. Yeah, I wouldn't change it either if you had it that long. I wouldn't worry about it. Who else is north or south, north, or east?
Hey, Paul, I got a comment. This is NI-40. Which direction is Ashland City from you?
It'd be either north or west. Hold on, Charles.
Kilo 4 Oscar Fox Oscar, Donnie Hermitage.
Hold on there, Donnie. I had the NI-40 had a comment. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I just got a call through to one of the guys at Xfinity, and if you go out to xfinity.com/Wi-Fi, it'll give you a map of every Xfinity hotspot in your area. And if you're a non-Comcast subscriber, you can connect by clicking on the Accept and Connect button at the bottom of the page, and you'll be able to renew your complimentary subscriptions every 2 hours. So until this crap gets solved and you get back onto your AT&T based or AT&T derivative based connections, you can use Comcast just by going out to Xfinity.com/Wi-Fi, and every couple hours you have to just renew by connecting to that accept and connect button. So I just wanted to relay that to everybody in case you're without internet and you need it.
Yep, you can go to xfinity.com/Wi-Fi. You do have to reconnect every. Would you say how often it was?
Every 2 hours. Every 2 hours. AT&T says they'll have stuff back up. They've got the basement about pumped out of the building. Should be ready to kind of pull in the battery backup stuff in about 2 hours. Generators and battery backups. But for the meantime, if you need to connect to the internet, Xfinity's offering it free to that link, and every 2 hours you have to just kind of renew.
Yeah, very good. Well, that, again, good corporate citizens. Xfinity.com or why everybody says /, but there's only one / Wi-Fi. And you can get 2 hours. You have to renew it every couple hours to keep it up. But I guess that's to keep people from staying logged on forever. Yeah, thanks for that information, Carl. Who else is? Excuse me. Oh man, Charles in there. You're up. Yeah, you're in Ashland City, right, Charles?
Yes, sir. I'm up in Ashland City now, and internet's out here at the house. I have to come out here to the truck or out by the street for my internet to work.
Hi guys, what are you doing about S4 here, Charles? You're doing okay.
Well, I got some coax soldered on one connection, OPO 259, it came off, and I'm working on getting an antenna up over here by a tree. I'm going to have about 75 feet. I only have 60 feet, so. I got a question. If I put two 50-foot coaxes together with the barrel connector, will that affect anything?
Generally speaking, you're going to be fine on 2 meters.
I didn't know how much loss or how much effect on the receiver.
I don't believe you'll notice it. Obviously, there's technically some loss, but I don't think you'll notice the loss.
Well, I am pretty much on a hill over here. I was able to keep a repeater in Tennessee Ridge. And, I could hear the repeater in Lebanon clear over here. And I'm able to keep the 9-1 and some other ones sitting here in the driveway. So it's pretty good right here.
All right, we got a new rule: no repeater reviews on the Simplex Net.
Well, I haven't been able to get anybody to reach anybody on Simplex today.
Well, you did just now.
Yeah, I have now.
Yeah, no, you're doing fine. Keep up the good work. We'll catch you next net. That was Charles. He's in Ashland City. Kilo Golf 4 Sierra Foxtrot. Still working on getting the station back together. And Donnie, you doing all right?
Doing fine. I was going to tell you, my internet came back on about 30 minutes ago. I don't have phone service, but do have internet on my phone.
Oh, that's on Comcast? I mean, AT&T?
Bell South.
Oh, wow. Cool. Well, obviously they're working on it furiously, I'm sure.
Okay, so I'm late checking in. Had problems come up, but we got to take care of them.
Very good. That's Donnie in Hermitage, south of me, about 5 miles, Kilo 4 Oscar, Foxtrot Oscar. Great signal here, but we're pretty close. Who else is, where were we? Anywhere, actually, over to the west as well. Please come in.
Kilo Oscar 4, Juliet November, Yankee, Carlos, Hendersonville. In Ashland City.
Carlos, give me a call again. I got that messed up.
It's Kilo Oscar 4, Juliet November, Yankee.
Ah, very good. Kilo Oscar 4. Are you in your car again?
No, I'm actually using my HT. I'm in the back of my house on the deck, so I was actually going to ask you to see how my signal is, because I don't have the YouTube up right now.
Oh, I'm telling you. We're bumping up on 20 over on your HT to me.
All right, well, there you go. Now I don't have to sit in the car. I can just come out here. I was near the fire pit, so I'm enjoying some of the warmness right now. It's time to stay warm.
Yeah, but the only difficulty is you're messing up all the other people who can't hear you. I can hear you just fine, but other people are going to be struggling to, they'll be able to hear you on the web. But Anyway, no, that's good. You good signal with the HT there, Carlos. That's Kilo Oscar 4 Juliet November Yankee. He is on an HT in Hendersonville, right on the other side of the almost on the other side of the Cumberland, away from north of me. Who else is north?
Alpha 4 Delta Echo, Daniel.
All right, Daniel. Yeah, we put out there's some good information came across here about what was going on.
Yes, and there is a / and a \.
I don't think they ever use it though in addresses, do they?
No, just weird people.
Well, you know what I'm saying is I don't think I've ever seen people use a / on web addresses.
Not that I know. We use it in programming.
Yeah, I know. Well, a lot of crazy things are used in programming. You know that.
Yes, sir, I do. You doing all right?
Oh yeah, I'm doing great. I'm just doing dandy. It's a beautiful afternoon, but when it gets down to that 20-degree mark, it's a little difficult. I took the dog for a walk not yesterday, but was it yesterday? When it got real cold, and man, oh man, walking a mile with blistering temperatures. I came in, my face was frozen.
Reminded you of Buffalo, didn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, I used to go out. I actually had a cutoff point. I'd ride a bicycle. I did 20 miles on my bicycle on this long path going down the river, and I cut it off at about 40 degrees because I don't remember what the wind chill was at 40 when I'm doing 20 miles an hour, but it is cold.
Yeah, I don't know. I could do the math for you, but I'm not.
No, not worth it. That's why I use a chart. All right, that was Daniel here in Mount Juliet. Alpha 4 Delta Echo, great signal. Who else is anywhere actually? North, south, east, or west?
And 5 TAW, David and Matt. Ashland City.
Ah, very good. David, got you in there. Everything going well up there? Are you out of internet too?
That's affirmative. I am out. I kind of figured I was. I was just coming back into town from North Mississippi and trying to connect my, electronic home system here through the Wi-Fi, and it wasn't connected. And it was like, I bet my.
Yeah, it's been problematic, really. But you never really think. That's what I'm saying. It's funny because you never really think of a whole center of activities going down like that. You still there, David? Are you still there, or is your PTT bad? Hello, David.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I didn't hear what you said in return.
Oh, I was just saying nobody would have thought that a big AT&T, the center of the universe, would shut down so quickly.
Yeah, no, I'll be glad to find out what actually transpired. I mean, obviously it wasn't a terrorist attack. It's something else, probably something personal, disgruntled employee, or just a wackadoodle or something like that. Because I've walked those streets right there many a time, and my office used to be just about 2 or 3 blocks around the corner. So that hits kind of close to home.
Yeah, but it does for everybody when you have something crazy like that happen. I had several relatives ask me if everything was all right. I go, well, yeah, I live 14 miles away from the blast center. I guess I am all right.
Yeah, it's the crazy video that you can see about showing you can hear the recording of the warning, and next thing you know, the video camera blanks out for about 30 seconds, then it eventually comes back on, but you can hear the audio the whole time. That's pretty freaky.
Yeah, it was freaky. I don't know if it surprises anybody, but my wife and I both heard the blast at 6:30 and didn't know what it was. I looked out the window and I didn't see anything, so I didn't have any idea what it was.
You heard it out there?
I heard it inside the house, and my kitchen where we were standing faces west, faces Nashville. I can see the Nashville lights from my house. When there's no leaves on the trees, I can see all the lights on the buildings downtown. From 14 miles, because I measured it again after the blast. So 14 miles away, we heard that blast. We thought there was somebody blasting for construction somewhere around here.
Good gracious, that's crazy. Yeah, if I would have been home, I've just got the ridge that Skyline Medical Center is sitting on between me and downtown. So if I would have been home, I definitely would have heard it and probably felt it.
I don't know, because Michael and Belshire didn't hear it at all.
Really? Wow. Well, maybe the ridges were blocking it or something. I don't know, but yeah, I'd rather not be here for that.
Well, I think the 2nd Avenue more or less goes east-west, does it not?
Yes, it does. Yeah, I'm so screwed up when I'm downtown because it's all 45 degrees from north to south, and I'm not sure what direction it runs. It's 45 to north and south.
Well, I'm guessing the reason I say that, I'm guessing that because the blast was in between a relatively narrow street, that the blast noises went east and west and up, and that's why I got it due east.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, it sounds like a good theory. Anyway, I can hear it. Were you up at that time of the morning, Robin?
No, it woke me up. I was in bed and relatively sound asleep. My wife slept through it. She's hearing impaired, but it woke me up from a sound sleep.
Oh, so you even got it louder because there's less between you and that and me and that.
Hey, Paul, that's true or not, but it woke me up.
Huh, interesting. Who was the Hey Paul guy?
Now, that's Donnie. I was up and I heard it, and my house shook. I thought it may have been a minor earthquake or something. I went outside, didn't hear any sirens or anything, but it literally shook my house.
Wow. It's amazing how that worked out that way, because some people didn't hear it at all who were up, and we heard it perfectly here inside the house.
It rattled our walls too.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it was a big event, obviously. Anyway, let's move on. I had Rick in there, KM4, TKN4, Tango, Juliet Foxtrot in Ashland City.
We still on?
Yeah, you there, Rick?
Yeah, I am. I'm here.
All right. I was just announcing you were there. We were talking about something else while you were standing by. Kilo November 4, Tango, Juliet Foxtrot, right?
That's correct, sir. Yes.
Well, we missed your breakfast this morning.
Yeah, I just did not care to get out in the cold. I just said, man, I'm gonna fail. But I'll catch you next time.
No problem. We'll catch you later. It was good. That's what I said. Being cold as it was, being it's a holiday weekend with family, I wasn't surprised that a lot of people didn't show up.
Yeah, I'm sure. But anyway, I was just being lazy, but I'll be back.
Okay, very good. I'll take that as a threat.
Please do.
All right, very good. That's Rick in Ashland City, Kilo November 4, Tango, Juliet Foxtrot. Who else? Any place, anywhere?
KM4, YRF, Mike in Belshire, in Donaldson.
And hold on. I'll get your call right there in a second. I got Mike's call. Who was that? Jack. That's what it was. India Lima Victor, and that's golly. I have to look at my notes every time. It's Kilo 4. Kilo or Whiskey 4?
It's Kilo Golf 4.
And I'm only one letter right out of two anyway. All right, hold on one minute there, Jack. I had Michael in there. Doing all right, Mike? Were you able to hear everybody tonight?
I've been able to hear almost everybody. There was one, I think, that I didn't hear. And could partially hear the HT, but couldn't get every word.
Yeah, I got you. Well, again, HT's stretched the limits of a lot of people. Anyway, good to have you in there, Michael. Good to see you this morning. Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot, and Jack, Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. You doing well?
I'm doing great. I can hear everybody except the HT. I did hear Carlos.
Oh, yeah, Carlos had a big signal out of hand. Well, of course, it's just across the Cumberland.
Well, he sounded good over here in Donaldson.
Oh, I know. With the HT, it was really, it looked funny, though, because he was, like I told you, I forget what I said, 30 over or something like that.
He was like 10 over here. Yeah, my house shook, woke me up. I was about half awake anyway, but I didn't know what it was. Anyway, everybody's fine over here. And I got my phone service back about an hour ago. Don't have any internet service yet, though.
Excellent. So you figure how many people are down there working pretty hard to get everything back up.
Coming.
Hey, go ahead, Michael.
Well, they're trying because I had service just a second ago. Now there's no service, so they're working on it.
Yeah, well, they're checking your payment record too.
I always pay early.
Very good. Yeah, everybody seems to be having sporadic luck getting their internet service back. Shows you how important it is. Everybody just loves, if they lose their access, they feel like they're lost. And also with the issue with cash, some places couldn't take anything but cash because of the payment systems were down. Anyway, we had Jack and Donaldson, Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor, and of course Michael, KM4YRF in Belshire. Anybody else, any place, anyone?
KG4 CXE, Kristen Dolphin. Hotel, David in Bellevue.
Hold on, David. We got Kilo Golf 4. I did a double in there. Kilo Golf 4, Charlie X-Ray Echo. That was Chris and Donaldson. You doing all right?
Yep, doing good. How about you?
Doing good. Were you able to do any work? Oh, you weren't working this weekend, were you?
No, I did a little bit of work on Thursday, but yeah, just been relaxing.
I was going to say, with the internet issues, you'd have serious problems.
Yeah, I've got Comcast, but I definitely can see there's a couple of people that I know on my team that they have backup solutions for their internet because they've been working from home for a long time. So they'll have two different forms of connectivity, two different diverse paths. It's wild.
Yeah, I get it. I bet you there's going to be some people rethinking how they're going to do their data in the future. People outside AT&T.
Yeah, and even though AT&T is one of the major carriers, Level 3 is another big backbone carrier too for private network circuits. It's just you needed, we need another one. We need a third party now to come in and do it as well.
Yeah, very good. That's Chris and Donaldson. David, give me your call again, please, and location.
Kilo Oscar 4, Hotel Sierra Delta in Bellevue.
Ah, very good. Yeah, I only got it was double in there. I wasn't sure which David it was. You doing all right, David?
Yeah, doing good. For Saturday night.
Oh yeah, it's hard to think of it as Saturday night because I'm retired, so every night's Saturday night to me. But it's even that I keep thinking today is not Saturday just because the holiday was Friday, and I keep thinking tomorrow's Monday. I don't know why, but maybe because I think that doesn't matter. Anyway, but as long as everything's going all right on your end.
Yes, it is. It is. Can't complain.
Well, we can complain, just doesn't do much good, and it just makes you look stupid to complain about. I've been one to do that in the past. Anyway, that's David in Bellevue. Kilo Oscar for Hotel Sierra Delta. Who else is any place, anyone? Hey, it was good to see you this morning. I wasn't expecting to see you. I haven't seen you in a couple of years, Fred. Haven't seen you in a couple of years.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Sitting there waiting my turn to check in. It was nice meeting Mike finally, and Wes and Richard. So I kind of enjoyed getting out and meeting you, doing the breakfast thing. So maybe I can do it again pretty soon. Just have to take a Saturday off after I go back to work.
Yeah, it was good. Really is always nice to have, that term eyeball QSOs with people because then you get to know them a little better and you can sit and talk, not worrying about what you say over there.
True. But and as for the event that happened Christmas morning, I did not hear anything. I was asleep, but I didn't hear it. And I still don't have internet. Mine's through AT&T, and I tried the Xfinity thing, but it didn't work. So maybe they'll get it up and running here pretty soon.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a waiting game because you don't have any idea how I don't. I mean, I'm told it's messed up. So when I hear, I've been in messed up situations, mechanically, technically like that, and sometimes you think I can't even imagine how they're going to overcome that kind of a mess. But they have their resources, I think.
Well, I'm sure they do. All these other carriers are going to start developing backup plans, after this little incident.
Well, again, this is extraordinary, and I really don't know enough about how those systems operate to even guess what they have to do to make them better. But I'm pretty sure there'll be some changes because it really messes up a lot of just the economically, the finances, the communication systems. It messes up so many things. Anyway, that's Jeff, and he's in Madison, Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. I certainly can't solve the IT problems of the world because that wasn't my bailiwick. Who else is any place, anywhere?
KN4 ZBY.
All right. Oh, I didn't check it. Steve, are you still there in Bowling Green? No, he checked out. I forgot to come back to him after I was talking. They're flapping my jaws here. Kilo November 4 is Zulu Bravo Yankee. What's the first name and location again, please?
It's Roger. I'm on the west side of Nashville.
Oh, yes. Very good. Sorry about that. Everything going well for you?
Oh, doing good over here. Just thought I'd check in one more time in 2020.
That's right. Yeah, it's just like I told people, I just got used to writing down 2020 on my documents, and now I got to learn a new one.
Yes, sir. Well, everything else is down. Just making sure 2-meter simplex is still working.
Well, as long as you got power and we got power, we're good to go. Anyway, that's Roger in Nashville. Kilo November 4 Zulu Bravo Yankee. Did you hear the blast on Christmas morning?
No, I didn't, man. I was asleep.
I probably would have slept through it, probably, but I'm up at that time almost every morning. Usually I'm up at 5:45 or so, sometimes 5:30. So yeah, I would have been heard it regardless. I just can't sleep in that long. Anyway, good to have you in there, Roger. Who else is any place anywhere?
K4WT.
All right, I got you in there, Steve. I'm sorry I didn't come back to you. I got tied up with flapping my jaws. You doing all right?
Yes, sir. Doing just fine.
Yep. As most of you know, if you can hear Steve, that's Kilo for Whiskey Kilo uniform, and he runs the Bowling Green Simplex Net on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 on 146-430. So if you can hit him up there, please do. Listen in on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30. Anyway, your net went well with what would you say? 14 was it or 13?
13 one day and then 3 the next day.
Well, it was. Now that was. Which day did you have 13? Was that Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Christmas Eve you only had 3.
Christmas Eve I had 4.
Oh well, that's kind of be expected, isn't it?
Yeah, I kind of expected it. But no internet access. Probably stuff this way.
Yeah, very good. Well, I'm glad to have you in there, Steve. Appreciate you checking in. And again, that was Kilo for Whiskey Kilo uniform. Steve, he's just a little bit north of Bowling Green, about 65 miles north of me, and he does real well into our area. And many people can usually hear him here. Anybody else, any place, anywhere before we move on?
KL4 KAJ, Kilo Alpha 4, Kilo Alpha Juliet, and Pleasant View. Name is Seth.
I'm sorry, the name was what?
Seth.
Very good, Seth. And you're in Pleasant View. Fantastic. You got a nice signal. What antenna are you using up there?
Shoot, it's a Jetstream. I'm not exactly sure what it is. It's a Jetstream. I got it in the attic, surprisingly. And I'm on a FTM 300.
Well, Seth, you got a decent audio and signal here into Mount Juliet, and Pleasant View has some elevation, so you got the advantage up there too.
Yeah, I'm right around 190, I think.
190, maybe 1,090.
I'm sorry, 790.
Okay, yeah, I knew your elevation was higher than mine, but I didn't know where it was. Yeah, very good, Seth. You're doing fine. I think it's the first time you checked into the net, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is, and thanks to Rick and Mike. I think Rick is in Ashland City and Mike's in Nashville. Thanks to them for the invite.
Very good, very good. Yeah, he's been instrumental in keeping this net together. And let me wrap. I really need to move along, Seth, but I appreciate you being in there. And your attic antenna is working great down here into Mount Juliet. That's Seth. He's in Pleasant View, Kilo Oscar 4, Kilo Hotel Alpha, first time check-in, which we're happy to have him here. Anybody else late check-ins? All right, I'm going to make the quick call for the lollygaggers, lurkers, sandbaggers, scanner listeners, SDR donglers, preppers, end-time survivalists, and, of course, we don't want to forget the flat earthers. All right, we got that wrapped up. We had that was 40. Man, what a monster check-in that was. Very good. Buy, sell, swap, and swindle. Does anybody have anything?
You lost before doing November Yankee.
Juliet. I don't know if I said it wrong or you heard it wrong, but Kilo Alpha Juliet. Thanks a lot.
Very good. Seth, there was somebody doubling with you. What was you said? I'm sorry.
You got got my call sign wrong. It was Kilo Oscar 4 Kilo Alpha Juliet. I'm not sure exactly what you said, but Juliet.
All
Got it wrong.
right, that's Kilo Alpha Juliet, correct?
That's it.
Okay, got it. Sorry for messing that up. Kilo Alpha Juliet. Kilo Oscar 4. Okay, I got to make sure I got it written down. I'm scribbling all over it there. Kilo Alpha Juliet. Very good. Got it. All right. Was there anybody else? Anything on the buy, sell, swap, and swindle thing?
Yeah, Paul.
Wait a minute. There was two people in there. Who said, hey, Paul?
KL4 DTC.
Yeah, very good, Johnny. What's up?
Yeah, I've still got this Alpha 76A with 23 CX800 steel tubes in it that I'm still trying to sell, and I'll just leave it at that.
All right. He's got an. What's the rated power on that?
12 to 1300, something like that. It does full output power.
All right. Does it full output power on an Alpha 76A amplifier? And if you need, let me know or let Johnny know. It's Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Tango Zulu, and he's to let me know or let him know. An A7 Alpha 76A amplifier in good shape, ready to go. Anything else?
So that's it.
Anybody have anything else they're wanting to sell?
KO4JNY.
KO4JNY, go ahead.
Yes, I'm looking to buy some coax. I need about 55 feet of RG8U or preferably LMR 400.
Just 50 feet, huh? RG8U or looking to buy. If anybody's got some, you can put the connectors on yourself?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Kilo Oscar 4 Juliet November Yankees looking for about 50 feet or so of RG8U or LMR 400. Is your email address good on QRZ?
Yes, it is.
Okay, very good. You can look up his email there. It's Kilo Oscar 4 Juliet November Yankee looking for some coax. You can also post that to the group if you're on the mailing list. I don't know if you are.
I am. Paul.
Somebody who else said Paul?
K4IDC. If he wants RG8, I can probably help him out. I don't have any LMR 400. And there's a huge difference between the two. So what's he want to do with it?
What are you doing with the RG8? What are you doing with the RG8?
I'm installing the antenna from my attic down to my garage.
Oh, it's a short run between the attic and the garage.
For HF?
No, it's for 2 meters, right? 2 meters, 70 centimeters, Carlin?
Yeah, but I'm going to use it for a dual band transceiver, 2 meters and 70 centimeters.
Yeah, dual band transceiver.
Nah, he doesn't want the RGA.
No, okay, yeah, you really would want the LMR 400 or what, 9913, Rob?
Yeah, either of those would be great. For LMR 400, but if somebody has RG8U for a good price, I'd rather not pay for the shipping. I've been looking online and they're trying to charge you an arm and a leg for it, and it's going to take like a month.
Yeah, no, I get it. Well, you're better off on 2 meters, 70 centimeters with the LMR 400 or the 9913.
I didn't look up for 9913. I'll look that up.
Yeah, it's got a similar rating. Well, anybody has, again, Carlos, Kilo Oscar 4 Juliet November Yankee. His email's good on QRZ if you've got 50 or so many extra feet you want to get rid of hopefully, because on 2 meters he's going to need the LMR 400 or the RG8. Excuse me, not the no. He's going to need the 9913 or the LMR 400. We don't want him to use the RG8. All right, very good. Anybody else? All right, we're going to move over to the. By the way, if you have any time you have something you're looking to buy or anything you're looking to sell, just post it on the MFJ, Mount Juliet Simplex Society page there on the email list, which is at groups.io, and just look up MJSS if you're not already on it. All right, we're going to move over to Michael. Michael, would you make an announcement on, well, you don't have to where I'm right here, but when we finish with the 2 meter sideband, would you make that announcement going to 6 meters upper sideband?
Of course I will, but there will be a slight fee.
Yeah, okay, there'll be a slight reduction in the fee as well.
Okay.
This is not a bartering channel. Anyway, we're going to move over to 2 meter upper sideband. That's 144.240. We'll see you there momentarily. K4P there. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net on 144-240. We're starting from the south. Please come now.
Kilo Romeo 4 Alpha Zulu.
All right, very good. Got you in there, Tim. Kilo 4 Alpha Zulu. Who else south? Over to the east.
And 4JAV, Alan 11.
All right, very good. Larry? I'm sorry, Alan. Alan, Larry on my mind here. N4JAV, Alan 11. And who else is east? Anybody else east? Took so long, everybody took off. Over to the north then.
KB9RKK.
All right, very good. Have a good signal in there, Frank. Who else is east or north? East, north, or west?
KM4YRF, Mike in Belchire.
Yep, sound good, Michael. That's Michael in Belshire. Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Who else is south? Well, wherever the heck I was. South, east, or north, or west, for that matter.
KG4 CXE, Chris and Dalton.
All right, got you in there, Chris. KG4 CXE. Anybody else? North, south, east, or west? We don't have any tonight.
November 4, Delta Juliet Tango.
Blast from the recent past. How you doing, Don?
Yeah, like you hear, biscuits, no internet, no TV.
Must be killing your business.
Yeah, it's hurting. That's why it's like the best time to take off for a week of work.
I tell you, man, that would be anybody. We have several people, as you know, in the group over time that are in some form of the IT business, and it's hitting them pretty hard.
Yeah, well, I'm on my inventory meter is reading -25 because I'm on vacation till after the first year. So I'll let somebody else sort it out. I just want to get my home stuff back up and running because ever since the AT&T went down, apparently everybody jumped over to the Verizon from their cell phones, and my internet, while using my 4G, is crawling slow, so it's like almost unusable.
Well, I imagine that's true. Anyway, that's Don in Bon Aqua, November 4 Delta Juliet Tango. Good signal coming in here, but internet's still down at his end. Who else is north, south, east, or west?
Kilo 4, India Delta Charlie.
All right, we got Robin in there. Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie here in Hermitage. Who else is any place, anywhere? All right, we got you in there, Carl. That's Carl there in Franklin, November 8, November Uniform Tango. Your signal's lower here than it is on 2 meters, and it's a little confusing to me because normally it would be equal or better. Anyway, who else? Anybody else? Any place, anywhere? No lollygaggers, lurkers, or sandbaggers in the upper sideband then? All right, we ended up with 10. We had November 8, November Uniform Tango. Carl in wherever it is, Franklin. That's the seedy side of Franklin. We got Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie. He is in, he's Robbins here south of me in Hermitage. November 4 Delta Juliet Tango. Don in Bon Aqua. Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. Chris in Donaldson. In Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Mike in wherever he is, Belshire. We had Frank, Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo in Northwest Mount Juliet, and November 4 Juliet Alpha Victor. Alan in Lebanon, and Kilo Romeo 4 Alpha Zulu, and that's Tim in Murfreesboro. You sound good tonight too, Tim. And me, of course, Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey, and it's 10 of us here on Upper Sideband, and we're going to move right over to, what do you call it, the 6 meters Upper Sideband on 50.135, if you'll make that announcement. Mr. Mike.
I will.
All righty, this is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey on the 6 meter portion on 50.135. Come in now from the south. I mean, from the south. I appreciate you hanging in there, Larry. You sound good. A little muffled tonight. Is there any issue going on? No, you sound okay, though. Good to copy. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor, Larry in Rockville. Who else is south? Yeah, you're talking. You got really low. I can hear you in there, Donnie, but it's like you're talking through a straw. All right, well, very good. I couldn't hear all of that, Donnie, but that was Donnie, Kilo 4 Oscar, Foxtrot Oscar, here in Hermitage, south of me. Who else is south? Who was that south again? Ah, okay, very good. Yep, I just wasn't copying you well, but I got you to find that time. Carl, good to have you in there. That's November 8, November Uniform Tango. Carl in Franklin. Who else is south? Over to the east. Anybody east? Please come down. Is anybody copying anything over to the east? Nobody's there. All right, up north then. Please come down. Hey, boy, you're really low today. What's up, Frank? Yeah, you're really low audio to me tonight, which is unusual.
That's probably better now.
I did get a little better, yes. Came up about 50% at least.
Yeah, I'm actually on a 10 meter antenna now with the tuner. I was using the indoor 6 meter, but I had to move it because the mower's from and the wife wants to tell her, so she's like, it's in my way, move it. So I moved it and I never moved it back. Yeah, Steven, I didn't catch the call trying to check in from the east right before I came out. Came in on our today.
Ah, very good. Who was all right? Thanks, Frank. That was Frank in the northwest of Mount Juliet, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo Kilo. Was there a Steve in there that was from east? Are you copying that, Frank?
Yeah, he's in the metropolitan market.
Oh, okay. That's Charlie Victor Echo. Very good. Yeah, I can't hear him right now. I don't know. If I was wearing headphones, I ought to do that on these nets, but that would have been Steve in what do you call it? Charlie Victor Echo in Martha. That's right. Anyway, very good. We got you in there, Steve. Who else is where was I? It was east up to north, and then north or east, please come in. Northeast or west? All right, got you in there. I think it was. Did you hear anybody else? Hold on for a second, Don. Let's go for west or north again.
Michael and Bellstar.
Yeah, I thought that was Michael. I was just barely hearing him. Kilo Mike for YRF. Very good. Yeah, it was real weak station to me, but I think we're still working off a 10-meter antenna. All right, very good. We got Don in there from Belshire, November 4, Delta Juliet Tango. You sounded pretty good there, Don. Michael's was horrible. I thought he was going to get a new antenna here, but we'll have to talk to him later about that. Anybody else, north or west? Please come in. All right, KG4CXC, Chris, got you doing real fine. I think I heard Kilo Bravo 0 NOO. Is that you?
That was me, WD0NLO, on the long wire.
Oh, very good. You sound good. I even screwed up your call again. I gave you a K instead of a W.
That's okay. I'll answer to anything.
All right, very good. No, your long wire. How long is that wire, Mark?
It's an off-center dead dipole, so it's probably 140 feet.
Okay, very good. No, it's coming in good. You got a good signal up there. But you're not that far away, but it really still sounds good. Mark, that's Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar. Who else was any place anywhere? Oh, I think it was Jack and Donaldson. Boy, Jack, you're really low on that 6-meter thing. Yeah, I'm not copying anything you're saying if you're talking to me. It's really, really weak. Is anybody else copying Jack and Donaldson KG4 ILV?
Just the one was just there. Hard to pick him out though.
Right. Anyway, I got you in there, Jack. Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. Anybody else? Any place, anywhere? All right, very good. I don't hear any place, anywhere. The lollygaggers, lurkers, and sandbaggers. You got to come in now, or we're done. Anybody hearing anything I can't hear? Kilo November 4, Zulu Bravo Yankee. Yeah. How strong is the signal to you? Huh. Yeah, because I'm not copying him at all. That's funny.
Roger in West Nashville. I hear you out here in Monagua, Dixon County there.
Is he talking to you now, Don? I can't hear him.
Yeah, he's talking. Yeah, well, it's working on 60. I don't know how far it's working, but you're making it to Dixon County right over the line. So, no problem. He's clear, Paul.
All right, very good. That was Roger in Nashville. I can barely hear him in there. Very low signal, but I can tell he's there. That's Kilo November 4, Zulu Bravo Yankee. With a little help from Don and Bonacqua. We got Jack, Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor and Donaldson. Mark, Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar in Northwest Wilson. And Chris, Kilo Golf 4, Charlie X-Ray Echo in Donaldson. Michael, KM4 YRF. In Belshire, Don, November 4, Delta Juliet Tango. In Bonacqua, Kilo Oscar 4, Charlie Victor Echo. Steve in wherever Steve is. Steve is in Martha. That's where he is, I think. Steve, is that where you are? Martha? Or Antioch? No, that's Greg in Antioch. Steve is in Martha, I believe. Frank, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo. Northwest Wilshire, Mount Juliet, Carl, November 8, NUT in Franklin. Donnie, Kilo 4, Oscar, Foxtrot, Oscar in Hermitage, south of me. And Larry, Kilo Echo 4, Sierra Yankee Victor in Belshire, in Rockvale. And myself, Kilo 4, Papa Echo Whiskey in Mount Juliet. By the way, I always say that about Donnie and Donnie, Kilo 4, Oscar, Foxtrot, Oscar, and K4I, and I'll get it straight here in a second. K4IDC, because they're south of me, yet they're in Hermitage, and because Hermitage stretches around the underside of Percy Priest Lake, and so they're due south of me. It just seems funny that it's still called Hermitage over there when Hermitage is actually, kind of west of me, not south. Anyway, we had a total of 12 in there, which is a good number. We normally get about that many, so it's good to have everybody in there. And also on the 2-meter side, we had, I think we said 40, which is a monster. That's way above our old average, and looks like we're stretching up that way. Appreciate everybody checking in, and we'll catch you on the next net. Don't forget the 10-meter net Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. on 28.415 upper sideband. So closing the K4 feed.